I'm going to tell you how I went from that body to this body in just 10 weeks. So if you are like me, that you have been training for a long time and then been off the gym and lost all your muscles, or if you're a beginner, then it's gonna be working great for you. This is just my 10 first weeks of training this time. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can follow my progress. I'm also gonna be uploading more details about my food and training. This is just gonna be the brief information how you can gain muscles when on a calorie deficit. So there's 4 things that you're gonna need. Number 1, a body scale. Number 2, a kitchen scale. Number 3, you need an app so you can log everything you eat. And number 4, and this is the most important, you need brain power, because the brain is the first they're gonna give up. So when I started out training this time, I hadn't been to the gym for almost 10 years. Every morning I checked my body weight. And every meal before I had it, I checked it on the scale and I logged it into my mobile application. And the more exact you are when you log things, the easier it's gonna be if you need to change anything. So make sure you log everything, even a little bit of frying fat. Just 1 tablespoon is gonna be about 120 calories. I never been counting calories before, so I didn't really know where to start. But I came up with a start of 2,400 calories per day. And my fat came off a little bit too fast. And you should never try to lose more than 1% of your body fat per week. So I started to eat 200 calories more per day, up to 2,600 calories. And it's really easy. If you want to lose 800 grams per week, then you should be on 800 calorie deficit per day. So the transition between body weight loss per week and calorie deficit per day is really simple. Whenever you make changes to your calorie intake, make sure that you stick with it for about a week. Your weight loss is never going to be completely linear. It's always going to be a little bit up and down from day to day. But if you compare from week to week, you should see your progress. If you don't see the progress, you need to go back to the drawing board and change something. Maybe your cardio training isn't burning as much as you hope, or maybe you eat more than you really log into your system. So be precise with everything you eat. Do hard work in the gym, do hard cardio training. I really recommend you to stick with some kind of training that you can track the calorie burnt, like running or running on a cross trainer, or something that you can easily track. The better control you have of your calorie intake and calorie burnt, the easier it's gonna be for you to tweak and keep the right calorie deficit. The best application, according to me, was MyFitnessPal. I did a little bit of research for just about a week, and MyFitnessPal was by far the best one. The best way to check your body fat is with a caliper, according to me anyway, because then it's really easy to see your progress. And as long as the fat comes up and you're dropping weight, then you know you're doing the right thing. Whenever you are on a calorie deficit, you need to be on a high protein diet. So you should eat at least about 2 to 2.5 grams protein per body weight in kilos. And if you measure in pounds, it's about 5.5 grams per pound body weight. I went well above that. I tried to aim for about 35 to 40% protein, 45 to 50% carbs, and 15% fat. You're probably gonna notice that bread, pasta and rice adds up quite a few calories fast. So I recommend you to eat more sweet potato instead. And I also eat quite a lot of lentils, because lentils gives you a little bit of protein and also have great slow carbs. Whenever I did my cardio training, I tried to not bulk up with any carbs before, because you really want the body to burn body fat and not using the carbs that you put in. Whenever you do your weight training, remember to go hard on your muscles. You need to make your muscle have a reason to grow. And whenever you're done in the gym, the first thing you should do is to eat protein and carbs. And within another hour or 1 hour and a half, I always try to have my second meal, because that's the time when the body can regain the most. I recommend you to have at least 72 hours between your weight training sessions for the same muscle. Don't underestimate the sleep. You should get at least 7 to 8 hours sleep per night, because it's during the night that your body produces the most hormones to gain muscles and burn fat. So 1 extra hour sleep per day can actually give you fat loss faster. I also recommend you to not stare too much about the body percentage, because It's not so important if it's 8% or 12%. It's how it looks that is important. And 7% can look very different on different people. So skip the body percentage and aim for your own mind picture, how you want to look. And I'm also going to be uploading more information about my diet and how I'm exercising in the gym. I hope you find this video helpful and that it can be to some inspiration. This was just my first week of training, so I still have a long way to go. Your brain is the first thing that gives up. So keep going. Track everything you eat, get good sleep, and gym hard. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and also let me know what's your struggle, fat loss or muscle gains.